What is up, everyone? Tonight is Night Social episode 10. Tonight we have
10 episodes. 10 episodes.
Yeah, I
Nice.
know. It's crazy, man. I didn't think I'd come this far, but I'm enjoying it.
Goes fast.
We got Chris from the 740 with us, and then we got his little one, Christian. How we doing?
Doing good, man. Glad to be on.
Let's like always, let's start it off pretty quick with fun fact. Chris, fun fact of the day. Or
All right.
just a general-
My fun fact. I got a good one tonight. Let me get my other screen on here. All right. So, James Bond originally used a Beretta 418 until a fan of the novels told Ian Fleming it was a lady's gun. So Fleming then wrote a scene in Dr. No to detail the exchange, and that's how he ended up with the famous Walther PPK that he carries now.
Huh. Interesting.
So I wasn't familiar with the 418, so I looked it up, and it's definitely a very different looking gun. In fact, just for sake, I got you a picture of it.
Well, let's look at her. Oh,
That's
boy.
your Beretta 418.
Look at that thing. Wow.
Whoa.
Imagine trying to hit steel at 100 with that thing.
Oh my!
That would be
What do you
rough.
think? What do you think the trigger pull on that thing is? 7 pounds?
It's probably pretty heavy. I don't know.
That's cool.
It kind of has.
Yeah.
I bet it's not that bad of a trigger, to be honest with you, because I bet it kind of has the same trigger as a 1911 because you've got your back strap. You got your safety here.
Yeah, I see that grip safety.
Yeah, so your grip safety and that. I bet it's not that bad of a trigger.
Huh.
So, anyway, thought I'd share that with my fun fact.
Thank you. That's actually pretty cool. All right, Christian, you got a fun fact for us?
Sure do. Mine isn't as interesting, but did you know if you drove a car at an average of 60 mile an hour that you'd be able to reach the moon in 6 months?
6 months? Really?
Not know that.
I'm pretty sure. I think it was 6 months.
Wow. Imagine that, though. That's a long road trip. 6 months.
Imagine how bad you'd smell
Yeah.
after 6 months in a car.
It'd probably be a little longer because I'm going to have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
There's no way. No way you can just go there. Man. All right, mine is definitely not as interesting as those two, but there's a McDonald's on every continent except for Antarctica. So you can get you a little
They're
McNugget
popular.
just about everywhere.
Franchise opportunity.
Get you them McNuggies. You got to have them nuggies. But if it's not sweet and sour sauce, don't do it. Not sponsored. That would be crazy. All right, let's rip down the side chat and we'll get into tonight's topic. Here to Lunchbox is with us. Thank you. DJ Play Nice. Thanks for coming. Oh, can't stay late. Oh, thanks for coming in. Oh my gosh, you have work at 1 a.m. You might want to go to bed now, buddy. That's crazy. Thanks for coming. Okay, DJ has a fun fact. The original name for search engine Google was Back Rub. Yo, what? Yo, Chad, is that real? That'd be crazy.
Chessboard had a good one too.
Chessboard's with us. Thank you. Dale, how we doing? Oh, Chessboard, where is yours?
You just
Great
had
point.
it up.
Yeah. It's
Here we go. Human babies are born without kneecap. What? Human babies are born without kneecaps. So those things just be growing? I thought, okay. That's cool. Imagine if it didn't grow though. Like I wonder the percentage of babies that end up not having kneecaps and have to get like fake kneecaps put in.
Could be next week's fun fact.
Oh, here we go. That's the best one yet. Right? Story time. Yeah, definitely. Anybody want to go in with me on that? I'm pretty sure the scientists want to make chicken. Hashtag truth. All right, that is everyone for now. So tonight's topic, is facts and history on night vision, and also have a giveaway. So for tonight's giveaway, for episode 10, I'm not doing this probably like maybe the 30th one, maybe the 20th. We'll see. Spectre Underground patch. Let's blow this up a little bit. Oh boy. So these just came out. Has my rifle and kind of like my helmet, not exactly. And a patch within a patch is pretty cool. These are from Patch Ops here locally. Great guys, great business. And then also get a sticker. It's water resistant. It's not really waterproof. Found that out the hard way, but hey, learn from my mistake. All right, so let's get into it. So
They are cool patches.
Thank you. Fun fact, Chris, do you have yours around?
I don't. It's out in the living room.
Gotcha. Okay. So there is another side to these, the FEMA Velcro, but there's also a white part that you can peel off, and it's like an adhesive, so you can stick it anywhere. So if you don't want this patch, or if you want this patch to be on a non-Velcro accessory, you can have it on your car if you wanted. And I guess they're like literally waterproof and indestructible almost. Yeah. So you have the versatility of putting it somewhere else besides on Velcro, which is kind of cool. Oh, here we go. I think he answered. Baby kneecaps or cartilage, which turns to bone as they grow. Makes sense. Anatomy. Not my strong suit. That is a really cool fun fact. I'm actually going to remember that the rest of my life. Chicago Mike, thanks for coming. All right. So for the panel, when you guys think of night vision, what do you guys think of? Chris, you want to go ahead and answer that? First thing that comes to your mind when you think of night vision.
I mean, now it's nods because it's like it's all you see.
Definitely.
It's
Christian,
definitely like there's definitely been like a big uprising in
it is
nods.
way more common now. It's it's a good and a bad thing, just like anything else. It's, I wouldn't say it's kind of a fad, but a lot of people are getting into it for sure. Which you should. It's a superpower, honestly. That's relatively cheap. I mean, not really, but is any hobby cheap? Not really. Christian, so what do you think of when you instantly hear night vision?
So when I think of like night vision, I think of like a night vision scope or something for like hunting or shooting targets at night, stuff like that.
Okay. And do you think of like a long circular tube and just like a small individual thing, or do you think of something like huge and outrageous?
I think of like the big, rifle scopes and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, back in the day when they first came out in 1928, 29, they were first invented, and it was like on accident by this guy. If I can share my screen. Oh boy. Here we go again. Maybe. I cannot pronounce that name, but he was a Hungarian. So, and he was an electrical engineer. So he made a device that basically was IR sensitive. This thing was huge. It was like a TV, the size of a TV, but it took in the infrared rays. So imagine randomly stumbling upon that just by probably electrical, and you're just like, man, nothing's working. And then for some reason, you're like, wait a minute, it's doing something, it's running. And then come to find out, the overlay of the screens shows infrared. In the 1920s, they probably thought this guy was like a witch doctor or something. I wish it would show him. I wonder if I can pull him up. Present 14. There it is. Okay. Here's the guy, and here's that machine. So as you can see, it's like the size of like a television, almost a camera looking thing, but there's a bunch of lenses, and it just takes that in and converts it into infrared sensitive. So it's very, very interesting how he randomly stumbled upon that.
That's cool.
And after that, a couple years go by, somebody was like, man, we could really, really use these in combat. And they're like, no, that would never happen. So right before like World War I and a little bit after World War II, it was like in between. They were working on a lot of stuff. And this thing, just like you were saying, just like a little device, this thing was not little, and it was like a little, not a little, it was like a backpack. And they called it a futuristic prosthetic is what it was like called. Let's pull that thing up. Oh boy. I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this. Look at that. Holy poop.
Wow, so those are like
So this is the first wearable, I guess, night vision. So that little thing that's on his chest is like a reader of the infrared waves, and it translates it into the like tubes, and then that backpack is like the generator and power for it. And yeah, that is literally, they turned that light sensitive IR television looking thing into this with all that technology that he stumbled upon.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's wild.
So imagine wearing that though, and just like walking around. I bet that thing is heavy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Big P's in here. Okay, thanks for coming. Daniel God is my judge. Thanks for coming. There are lots of dudes looking for dudes in the dark. Yeah, no kidding. Use a Starlight scope. CFPs, sometimes in Army Minis. I think it was a PVS-2. Couldn't see much. Yeah, we're going to get into Gen 2 night vision here soon. Right now, these are what's called Gen 0. So all the like testing and the preliminary devices. It's pretty interesting. Bernie Sanchez. Thanks for coming, man. So yeah. Imagine wearing that. So a backpack that is probably filled with some weird, it's not lithium. Who knows? I don't even know what type of batteries were back then, but some type of inverter or something. Maybe. And he looked like RoboCop or something. I would not be able to wear that and function. So they came up with another solution that was only to be used for military use for tankers. And this is more doable. So this came out, it was a German scientist and engineer for World War II. And this was the first ever implemented night vision device. And this is more reasonable. Let's see here. There it is. So as you can see, you have your battery pack in the back. You have the battery cord. You have your tubes. And then you have a mounting device and the helmet. So the tankers would actually wear that. And apparently it was not good. It was very blotchy. I wish we had the availability to look through it. I couldn't find a video. I couldn't find a picture through it. But I can only imagine what that thing looked like. Just murky, green. Ugh.
How cool though would that be to have for like a display piece?
That would be awesome. I don't even know how much those are. I don't even know if they're still, they're probably a museum maybe. But there's probably like mocks of them. That'd be so cool to have. A lot of history right there. Thanks for coming in, man. I really appreciate it. Get some sleep.
They probably didn't make too many of them either, I wouldn't think.
No, I couldn't find the specs on them either, of like what they were made of. I couldn't find how many were made, but probably very, very little. And they probably only had these to certain groups, maybe like the very like tip of the spear, so you will, groups that were all in the tanks that needed them. Did he pick up chicks with that? Yeah, he was probably trying to see through their clothes or something. That looks like third eye growing equipment. Yeah, the rate. That's the other thing. Who knows what type of battery pack that was on the other one, the very first one? What type of radiation was going through? Because they didn't really have any type of regulation. They didn't have any readers really. G23's with us. Thanks for coming in. But it gets a little bit better. So after World War II, a couple companies got together, and they made what I think it was AGM and a couple other companies. AGM is like the German company. They came out with a monocular, and it was a Gen 1. And I cannot find the specific one, or else I'd show you guys. But it was just, I don't even really have anything to compare. But it was just like a monocular, but it was pretty big. And they would mount it on top of machine guns, or they would mount it on top of just the specific rifle. And it was red. It was red phosphor. And the machine gunners would have it on theirs in like their helos. And apparently they said they were seeing weird stuff. And this one guy got really scared. There's a report I tried to find. I couldn't find it. And I'm not going to try and access databases and possibly get in trouble. But basically, you can find it, like an article about it if you look it up. But this guy, he's a machine gunner. He's wearing this red phosphor. It's completely night. It's like a bunch of helicopters going in. And apparently he sees like some weird stuff and just starts shooting. And in his testimony, he said he was seeing quote unquote demons. So I don't know if you guys believe in that or not. I'll let you decide that. But they had to change it. They were like, well, we can make this any color. What color should we make it? They're like, let's make it green. I don't know why. But then the next one, second generation, was green. And the most popular one in like the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, middle of the run, were called PVS 7s. PVS 7s, they're not that bad. Not that bad. They're like, compared to the other ones. So a PVS 7. So this is what a PVS 7 looks like. It is one tube, and then it gets mirrored into you. Basically, that's really about it. It's pretty simple. The intensifier tube, for reference, is basically a bunch of fireflies in there. I'm not going to get too technical. And they intensify the light around. So they take in the ambient light and intensify it. But this is a Gen 2 tube. So the gating, so auto gating and manual gain is a thing. And that's like if something's really bright, this will not fix itself, which is auto gain. If there's a bright light, a flash, or it just got too bright, this thing was no go. And a lot of times people wearing these would crash. They wouldn't be able to see anything. Apparently driving with these were like almost impossible. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Send me the specs.
So what is one of these now run? Like if you were...
Oh, these, you can get a PVS 7 with like an Omni 6 or 7 tube, which is like still green phosphor, military grade. So it's going to be clear for around 1,200 to 1,900 right now.
Okay.
So you can get something like this pretty fair. A lot of people use these as entry level or just like something fun to use in hiking. If it breaks, you don't. I mean, if you buy it, it kind of sucks. But if it breaks, it's only $1,000 and a little bit more. So transitioning from what we have already, from the television to this, what do you guys think?
We're
Innovation
definitely going in
helps?
the right direction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the third one you showed us looks like it's starting to get kind of more modern, like how we have now with the 3 knots or whatever.
exactly. Now, Generation 3 came out in like the 80s. It was more towards like the late 90s that a lot of people are starting seeing it. And this is when like the big contractors started coming in. Like, hey, we'll do this, we'll do that. We'll give you this deal, that deal. And then when that happened, PVS 31 started coming out, PVS 15s. So let me pull up a PVS 15 for you. PVS 15s were really common. A lot of people use these that were in high tier groups like Special Forces and other agencies in the world. I'm trying to pull this up for you. So this is actually more modern. So that is a PVS 15. So it's pretty rugged. They use the same tubes. It was green. It was grainy. L3, a lot of people probably heard of them. If not, they do a lot of different things besides night vision. They do lasers. They do a lot of other governmental contract stuff. They came out with the tubes for these. There's also other companies like Elbit and Omni was military only. A lot of Omni tubes were in these housings, and they weren't really civilian market available. And then now you have, it's still Gen 3, but now you have 3D printed Gen 3 housings for night vision. So we have come a long way from 1928 or 29, excuse me, to 2023. These are katanas from Nocturne Industry. They are jet carbon printed. They are pretty, I wouldn't say indestructible, but they're not just plastic, it's infused. They're really light. They're only 14 ounces, 15 ounces with a battery. Compared to that PVS 15 is like almost, it's like 19 to 20 ounce because it's a hard body, aluminum-ish. It's crazy. You guys have any questions? That was a lot to take in.
That was.
Yeah.
So that earlier when Big P was talking about the Starlight,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool when I was at Wanamaker. In fact, I think I got a short on my channel of it, but I got to do a little filming with I got to film one of those while I was there. It was pretty cool. Like, and even that to see where we've gone from rifle mounted night vision scopes from that to what we have now. Pretty cool to see.
Everything at Wanamaker was pretty sweet. I always thought it was one of the more interesting gun shows out of all of them because people are bringing in old school and new school and a little bit of mix of everything.
Yeah,
So-
they had everything there.
So original Vietnam, PVS 2.
Oh, that is cool.
How was it? Did you get to shoot through it or just like see through?
Oh no, it was a display mod. Like somebody had it there on a display for you to look at.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, I wonder how well it held up to recoil and everything.
Couldn't tell you.
Would
Interesting.
be cool to shoot through one though.
Heck yeah. But that just translates into what we have now. Digital night vision has now been a thing. Digital night vision has been out for, I'd say at least what, Chris, like 6-7 years now? Because
Oh, it's been longer than that.
ATN came out, what, maybe 10 years ago? That was like one of the bigger names. But the night vision I just showed you, including these, is called analog. So there's analog and digital. Digital night vision actually has render time and has its own like focusing. Analog is almost instant. Obviously, light isn't instant. Visual isn't instant. It takes time, but it's like milliseconds. But analog is the way to go. But digital night vision has its own pros as well. It is very interesting. So, Psionics just came out with its own monocular digital night vision. It's pretty interesting, the processing with it. It's still laggy, but we're definitely moving in that direction and getting away from analog. But then again, a lot of people prefer thermal over night vision, which I agree. At night, thermal is definitely the way to go.
So the actual ATN company started in 1995.
Oh, nice. So it's been around for like 25, 27 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they're in there now, what they call their 4th generation of scopes now.
Yeah. Technically, digital night vision is 4th generation, which is kind of interesting.
I know they just came out with a brand new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, so they have out now the X-Sight 5 series.
What's new with that one?
Let's see. Let's pull up. Let's do the 3 to 15. Okay. All right, I got it ready for you.
Cool. Pull her up.
So this is
Nice.
so I have the 4K Pro, which is the one before this.
Okay.
So this is the new one. Now, if we go back, this one does not. So this is the base model of the X-Sight 5.
Okay.
So let's go back and see what makes this one different from the other one.
Oh, here we go. Chessboard said Spectra Solutions, the Anvil NVG by REB Technologies. The C5 Flight Simulator before I retired was $60,000 a piece. Holy crap. $60K.
So this one is running an ATN quad core processor.
Okay. It's got a new sensor. That's good.
Okay, so you can buy it with the built-in laser rangefinder.
Wow.
Or buy it without. So, like for my 4K Pro, they have a laser rangefinder that I can buy separately to add to it. So
that's pretty cool. It has windage, gravity, environment stuff.
Yeah.
Distance.
Stream it over to a tablet. It's pretty cool. So this one, now mine has this too. So you can set your recoil activation. So when you pull the trigger, it will start recording, but it'll go back 10 seconds before the shot.
Really? Okay. And what's that slow motion? Oh, I see what it means. Okay, never mind.
Wow, so it's got a 240 frames per second record.
That's impressive.
That's real impressive.
And these are the ones that have the 2-shot sight-in, right?
Right. Well, yeah, they call it one shot, but yeah, it's gonna take 2 shots. So there's all your different reticles.
Oh, cool.
That's what you're seeing through the scope. That's during the day, though, because you can use them either or. That's pretty cool.
That's super impressive. We've come a long way.
Yeah, ATN is ones that I've always seen around, and especially with, my dad having them as well.
And then you go on the smaller side. So that's a weapon mounted, and you could probably use it as a handheld, I would assume, just the look or range find, be a expensive rangefinder. Then you have the wearable one for like helmets and like a smaller compact housing, the Opsin Psionics. So it's like a little monocular. It's
That's
got like
pretty cool.
3 little buttons. It's got an IR light. It's got geolocation, rugged capability. It records, and I didn't know this. It only weighs 10.6 ounces. That's kind of cool. I'm curious how long the battery life is, because it's a lithium battery. But every time I have digital stuff, like a Psionics camera, does not last that long. Oh, here we go. So it comes with its own power cable, swing arm. It's a camera, battery pack. Oh, okay, 16 hours on full charge. That's actually impressive for a digital camera. Running at probably, I would say, the max. Wow. And for example, these run on a single battery, I'd say 30 to 40 hours, depending on the housing. This one is like 35, 40 hours on one CR123. With a battery pack, you can put 2 batteries, and then it just converts it, and it does a total of like 80 hours. So battery pack is a must, especially for digital.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. So with digital night vision, it picks up more than just infrared. This also picks up visible light, infrared, a little bit of UV, but the Psionics camera, holy crap. Look all it picks up. 400 spectrum all the way to 1200. 1200, you're getting into more of a thermal. Interesting. But it's like colorized. You can color, you can have green, you can have like a gray tone. So right here, you can see it in color. It's kind of cool. So that's complete darkness, as you can see the comparison from the left side to the right side. It's insane what it can do. Oh, it's taken on an iPhone 13 Pro. That's kind of funny.
So what are we talking price on this one?
I think it's like around the same price as what that
What the ATN scope was?
Yeah, I thought I was going to say, but I guess it's not going to say on this site. I think it's around 2K.
What if you get down there and click on that buy now on there in the corner?
Oh boy. It's probably going to buy for me. My wife's going to be pissed. Oh, 25.
Yep.
Tech Money is out there in the side chat.
What up, dude? Oh, here we go. That's actually a nice carrying case. Okay, so there's the battery pack. That's cool. This is actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
this
it
might
looks
be
like
Huh.
a
So
nice
it comes
little
with its
setup.
own mount. I'm more worried about the system. Here we go. So we have a regular diopter, -4 +4. That's the same with these. But mine go all the way to -6 and -4. Just a little bit more versatility. It's old style PVS 14 optics, just Carson glass. It's nothing crazy. These are a little bit less. Basically, these are not as big. They're smaller, so it only goes -4 +4. Eye relief is 25 millimeters, which is normal. That's nice. X people. I would definitely turn off the GPS unless I'm like in the woods because that's going to drain the battery probably. But all in all, man, this is actually pretty cool. That's nice. So it has onboard storage. That's nice. And then you can also put other storage. That's cool. That's very cool. This might be something to invest in. There we go. Glass reinforced, polycarbonate. All right. Well, there we have it, folks. What they say that is coming next, though, after this, is fusion, night vision and thermal fusion overlay. So what that is you'll have a night vision view, and then you also have a thermal outline. They kind of already have it with a clip-on. The clip-on just goes on kind of like the camera that I have, but it goes on the front. So anything that passes through your view of your device will also be passed through over the thermal clip-on, and it will basically outline anything that has a heat signature, which is actually like some Predator stuff. It's really, really freaky when you look through it. But it's cool at the same time because night vision only works so when other light is around. If the moon's not out, it's cloudy, there's no other ambient light, night vision literally does not work. I don't care what the movies show you, it literally does not work. So, but thermal will literally work when it's pitch black because it goes off a heat signature, which is insane, especially in environments. I rather have thermal in like a wooded area, bushes, stuff like that, because night vision, you can conceal yourself in an environment. I How we doing? How we doing? Tech Money, thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it. But thermal fusion, and then Army and a couple other military forces already have this, not really in use, but they're trial runs. So what theirs look like, I couldn't find pictures. It's just like what I read on forums. Basically, it kind of looks like this, but in between, right under like where the battery is, the button is like the thermal part. So within the processing and the wiring that goes through here, it kind of just already overlays it and puts it in real time. So you don't have to have a clip on, you don't have to have any type of accessory. It's all in one unit. And that's real. And they're used. And that is what we don't have yet. So when we do get that, that's going to be expensive. Earlier, they talked about, Chessboard talked about like a $60,000 unit. Right now we have Panos that are night vision. That's a 120-degree field of view compared to a 52-degree field of view. And those are like $40,000. So I can only imagine what these thermal overlay are going to be. Probably the same price, or if not more. So in the meantime, digital is probably the way to go.
Gene has joined the chat.
Oh yeah. I knew I liked you for some reason, G23. All right, so everyone in the chat, the giveaway tonight is hashtag NVG. Hashtag NVG. Giveaway tonight is Spectre Solutions Underground patch that just released and a sticker. Maybe. There we go.
Very cool. Very cool. Chad Kelly has joined the chat.
So now, did I convert you guys to buy night vision?
Kind of like that Psionics.
Yeah, I know. I think it's actually cheaper than a Gen 2 tube, which is still white phosphor, but it's by Photonis. So it's kind of like a company that's going not out of business, but they're just kind of like lower on the spectrum. But Photonis PVS 14, kind of like that monocular, is between almost basically $3,000 after taxes. So that Psionics is cheaper. And I mean, I like the color and I like to be able to record because, unless you have your recording device. This one is by Grek X Night Vision. And it is pretty solid. It records at 4K. You just clip right on. And you guys seen in my videos, it does pretty good. And it records sound. Use code Spectre for 5% off. Christian, you gonna get some night vision now?
And I ain't got all the money. Unless if I had the money, I would think about it, man. Looks pretty sweet.
Hey, you got to see in the dark. You can play the guitar in the dark now.
Dude, you do about everything in the dark.
I do dishes in the dark sometimes.
There you go. All kinds of ideas, man.
Still not an MVG person. Maybe I would try them for a month to truly figure it out. If you do, I can do like a rent or a down payment if you want, and I'll send some your way. A little trial, a little demo.
You go over and help Chad Kelly do his dishes in the dark.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's doing dishes right now.
So, remember that big heat wave last year that came through here and like power went out?
Yeah.
So that was the perfect time to see these things shine. So we actually left our apartment and went somewhere for like the whole week. And during that, I had to come and get clothes for my wife and I, and then I had to like check on the fridge and make sure some stuff was still staying cold. If not, throw it out. After so many days, and we only have 2 windows in our apartment, and I would usually come at night, so I just take a little light and just set it in the corner of the whole apartment and put on my night vision, and I could literally do everything I needed to do just by a little light. It was pretty cool.
67 Rebel has joined the chat.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. 67 hashtag NVG for the giveaway. Flip the pages with a bookmark. Wow, I wish my hands and multitask. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thank you. This is Hot Shot. How we doing? Doing good, doing good. Oh, here we go. Sheesh. You're built different. Christian, that's next level. You got to get on his level. Do a rift.
No.
That'd be crazy. Your first, if you ever do YouTube or do a live, that should be your first live. As soon as it starts, you're just playing, you're just ripping it.
You know, if I had the nods or whatever, I would do it with the lights off and the nods on and play the guitar in the dark and then turn everything on. That's how I would start.
That'd be interesting.
Uh, 67 Rebel put the wrong hashtag in.
Yeah, the V before the G.
There you go.
Try again, Rebel.
See you, Chad. I appreciate you coming. We'll probably only be live for another like 15, 20 minutes. Night vision is a rabbit hole. A lot of people get caught up in the whole technology part. I mean, besides the history and the ingenuity part, that's all I'm really concerned about. The technology and how like the tubes work and the connectors and the purging and all that stuff. I'm not really keen to. A lot of it's very sciencey. I'm just going to let you know. That's not me. There you go. Yeah, Christian wants night vision for Christmas and his birthday. There we
I
go.
Sweet. Yeah, he got it.
I saw on Instagram a little bit ago, one of the guys from EAA put up a little teaser of the 2311.
No way. Can you put that up?
They put up enough of it that I knew exactly what it was. So my guess is we should be seeing those any day now.
I'm trying to find it.
No, Noel is the one that published it. Magnum 6, I believe.
I don't think I can. No, I can't share it to the computer. Dang it.
It was on his story too. Did you find it?
I'm trying to find his page. He might be shadow banned.
Here, I'll send it over to you.
I was actually looking up I was looking up Rebel, and I looked up that 1967 Rebel. I know what that car is. That's sweet. I was looking it up.
I just text you his Instagram so you can follow him.
Oh yeah, he's definitely shadow banned. Yeah, I had to type in that whole thing.
So you have to click on his story.
No way.
Yep.
Look at that thing. So it's going to be optics ready, right?
Oh yeah. Well, you can get them either or.
And what do you think the price is going to be on that thing?
$9.99.
No shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not a bad price, man.
No. And it takes what type of mags?
So it'll run on your Staccato mags.
Nice.
Will it run on like the
MBX?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready to see that one come out. That's going to be an awesome gun.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a showstopper.
Yeah, for sure.
Here we go. Look what I have a new AA. Huh. All right, 2 more minutes and we'll do the giveaway. We have 7 people entered. Good odds. We got 11 people in here.
So I just shared the screen for so those are the ones that were at SHOT Show.
Yeah.
Now these are the non-optics ready ones.
They kind of look different than the one he shared. Well, probably because he only shared like half of it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find anything else.
That platypus looks good though. I don't know.
Yeah, that whole gun's good looking in my opinion.
Yeah, that platypus.
And the 9mm 17. I think it was 17 rounds. So I was looking at. Be nice for comp.
Okay, I got the optics ready one now.
Oh, snap.
There's your optics ready.
Yeah, that's short.
So there's your barrel length so you can get it in.
So, oh wow.
So what do you think would be like the best barrel length for competition if you're shooting carry optics or whatever?
Limited optics, 5-inch.
5-inch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Christian, unfortunately with USPSA 2011s, or in this case a 2311, you have to go in limited optics.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Different rules.
I was just curious.
All right. Well, let's do this giveaway. 7 entries. Oh boy. Somebody's gonna look. Why did they name it a platypus? You know, I have no idea. I do know they have one that looks like Perry the Platypus from a TV show. It's kind of funny.
Oh, that would be interesting to build.
We'll show that here in a second.
That'd be
All right, let's go to this giveaway tool. 7 entries. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No way.
There we go.
Christian, that's crazy. No way. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, buddy.
How many of them do you have? Like, still for?
I think there's like 25-ish.
All right. So
Give
why
or
don't
take.
we? It's totally up to you. Why don't you let me buy Christians
Okay.
and you redraw so somebody out in the side check can win?
Okay.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay.
All right. Let's do another one. Draw again. Here we go. There we go.
Boom.
Daniel got as my judge. Fantastic. Daniel, my email is linked in the About section. Rigged, you won. What are you talking about? That's crazy. It's linked in my About section. It's spectersolutions@proton.me. I'll type it down here in the comments. Just email me wherever you want me to send it. Congratulations. Thanks for coming. You've been coming here almost every chat, I think. So I really appreciate it.
Now, do you have those patches or do you have to get them through the store?
Oh, I have them.
Okay, cool. I'll just get up with you tomorrow then.
Okay.
2T3DMR has joined the chat.
What is up, 223? You just missed the giveaway. Thanks for coming in. GGW Outdoors, thanks for coming in.
Hey, what's up, GGW?
How we doing? How we doing? But yeah, let's pull up that platypus for you real quick. I love how you can customize all of it. It's by Stealth Arms. Yeah, Stealth Arms. So let's share here real quick. So here's kind of like what it is. It takes Glock mags. That's what's got me interested. Yes, G23, I said Glock. And let's just go through like their makeshift designs. So you have the striations, the different colors. You have your slide cut, different type of colors for a little bit of everything. So here is the color for Perry. And if you don't know who Perry is, it's a little character on like a kid's show called Phineas and Ferb, and he's a platypus, and they call him Perry. He's like a secret agent. And this is the gun that's named after him for some reason. This type of style. This is kind of like a cool already set. Look at the stippling, the milling. That's clean, man. That's so cool.
That is sharp.
Yeah, that black on gray looks badass.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wonder if here's one of my designs.
Ooh, I like that.
Yo, look at that. That's sick. Look how much you can customize it.
That is sweet.
Yeah,
I
This
really
is
like that.
this is so cool. Yes, I spent like 10 minutes doing that. But I don't know how long okay, if you order today, it's 14 to 16 weeks. So, is it worth it? I'll let you guys decide. I think it's cool. I think
Chad
it's cool.
Kelly's ordered one. And
Did he really?
Yeah, and I think he said he's still waiting on Cerakote. Like it's down to Cerakote now. And then
No
they'll have it.
way.
So they must. they must keep you kind of in the loop of what's going on with your gun too, which is pretty cool.
Glock mags. I knew somebody was going to say it. Yeah, I have an abundance of Glock 17 mags, so it just makes more sense if I got that. I don't have to buy different mags. And yeah, it does rock. I would love to at least shoot one. Hopefully, someone gets one around us. I want to shoot one before I commit to that. I think it's really cool how they do it. Like you can literally customize it. I think you can like get engraved stuff too, like anything that you want engraved, like a logo. I think that was on there too. The reviews are good. I didn't look at those, but I hope they are. Named it the Chameleon Sense of Color. That's a good idea. Christian, that should be your first one. Because you can literally
Man, dude. That's
you
a
can
lot
custom
of money.
whatever you want.
It is a sweet gun. It does look very awesome. I like the one you customized, and then I also like the purple and gray a lot too.
I guess it would be fun to stuff a 33 round in there. Yeah,
Yeah, you could do that.
33 rounder. Get a grip safety canceller, and put a suppressor on it, and just have fun. Chris, you should, if you ever do get one, you could do like a Stormtrooper one,
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
or like a Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
You know, we keep talking about giveaways, and who won the giveaway on my chat last night?
Oh,
I'm trying to think as well.
man, I can't remember.
I
That's
just,
crazy.
I just noticed they never emailed me.
G23, who won last night? You might know. Just get Devin and I the beta test. Yeah, no kidding. Humble Marksman get on and raves about it. It looks so cool. It really does. And it's not like, I hate to crap on people when they come out with the new gun, but the Prodigy, when it first came out, there's a lot of problems with it. And people had to like literally take apart every piece, degrease it and re-grease it with proper lube and everything else. So hopefully, and obviously from your guys' comments, it doesn't seem like that happened, which is actually really cool. I was out shooting him, starting him. So we can shoot. Hit the ground. Oh my goodness, that's a lot going on at once. Chessboard, thanks for coming, man. Have a happy Independence Day. Stay safe. He doesn't remember either. Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, here
Wow.
we go.
That is a lot going on. Look at that. His tailgate cables broke, and he hit the ground as he was shooting, Chris. Imagine that. All later.
Taylor ID1 won that last night. Yeah, he never emailed me.
He'll get there.
So
Read
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I saw that where he fell off the back of the
That's
Rhino.
crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, well, I'm going home. Packing
It's
it
been
up.
one of them days, that's for sure.
Packing it up. Definitely. Definitely been one of those days.
Maybe I followed Taylor on Instagram. I'll figure it out.
Everyone get your Let Freedom Ring videos ready for. Yeah, I'm trying to figure one out. I don't know what to do. What I want to do, I can't really put publicly, if that makes sense. Especially,
Oh,
in
sure
Ohio.
you can.
huh?
Sure you can. Just do what I did last year.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy.
I left it on for about 4 hours.
Yeah, some people got a view on it. 5 p.m. Eastern. Also, for us, yeah. I will try. I can't promise anything. Oh, come on. You can figure something out. I have an idea what I'm going to do. I mean, if for some reason it's not allowed, I'm sure somebody will tell me and I'll just take it down.
I'm in a montage. I'll make a montage, I think.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Some of the big YouTubers do like they'll take steel that have different tones and they'll play like a song or something. That's kind of cool.
22 Plankster is pretty good at that.
Well, guys, we are at that hour. I want to say thanks everyone in the side chat for coming on. Congratulations, Daniel, for winning. Reach out to me. I'll get that out to you. If you reach out to me tonight, I'll get it out to you tomorrow. Episode 11 is going to happen. I'm going to try and have a new guest. I'm not going to release it yet. I'll post on the community who it's going to be. And then a couple weeks, I'm going to be on DLD's After Dark chat. I don't remember the date. It's in a couple weeks. So that should be fun. I'm excited for that. I have a part 2 of the Coil Accelerator coming out next week. That's pretty sick. That thing is so cool. And they are actually able to sell them again. You have to be 18 or older to sell them. It's not a weapon. It's not a gun. It's a less lethal categorized. So they went through all the legal stuff, and now you can actually buy them. Very, very cool. It's like a alien gun, if you will. Thanks for having the chat. Oh, definitely. No, don't be sorry. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Chris, for coming on. You got anything that you want to talk about? Plug? Things coming up this weekend?
No, I released that new video today on the Black Dot ammunition. That's really about it. I got a lot of filming to do this weekend. Don't know what I'm going to release yet next week.
Oh boy, keep them guessing.
Yeah, so I got videos that are done. I just don't know what I want to put out yet. So that's what I got coming up. Thanks for having me on, man. Good time.
Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. It's good to have content stacked up. That's one thing that I have a problem with. Instead of like dragging stuff on, I need to start working on that. That's definitely a good idea. Christian, thanks for coming on, buddy. You've been on a live chat 2 days in a row. How do you feel about that?
I feel great, man. It's fun being on with everybody and talking to everybody. It's probably my favorite part, just getting to socialize with everybody. So,
right, yeah, it's good to come on here and talk to your subs and just hang out, man. I appreciate you coming on. Do you have anything you want to plug? Do you have an Instagram? You have a YouTube? Do you have anything that you want to talk about that's coming up?
No, I just made my YouTube today. Got everything set up for it. Just what my StreamYard is as well.
Okay.
Really, that's about it.
Awesome. Well, look at that. You're becoming a celebrity. That he is.
I got your address, Daniel, so I'll forward that over to Devin.
Perfect. The one you'll get will be in a package. This one I just took off of my helmet. Well, everyone, hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I didn't bore you enough. Night vision, it's kind of dry. It is what it is, but it's also interesting at the same time that you can see in the dark to a certain point. The engineering and the technology has definitely advanced, and it's still advancing. So who knows what we're going to have in 10 years. It could be a hologram for all I know. It's crazy. So I want to thank you all for coming, supporting the channel. Episode 10 was awesome. See you on the next one Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, episode 11. See you guys.
Later, y'all.
See you guys.